Don't we all wish we had more motivation so it was just that little bit easier to achieve our goals? I'm going to tell you 3 different tips that's going to help you boost your motivation. So we've all heard it's a good idea to visualize your goals. Imagine what it'd be like to experience that success. But the problem with that is it actually robs us of our motivation. So dopamine, as you know, is the motivation drug. It's released in the brain and it's a reward for moving towards our goals and achieving our goals. And the problem with that is the brain doesn't know when we're thinking about the goals or when we've actually achieved that goal. So you actually receive the same dopamine hit when you just think about achieving your goals. And that becomes a problem when we're not actually taking action towards them. So what can we do instead? A much more effective technique is to think about what would happen if we don't achieve those goals. It sounds counterproductive because we all believe that we should be positive all the time, but actually thinking about the consequences of not achieving your goals and what would happen if you were in exactly the same place this time next year is far more motivating. And that's been proven by numerous different studies. The second tip is to make sure that you aren't making your goals too easy or too hard. So that's easier said than done. So how do we know if it's too easy or if it's too hard? Well, there is a metric, and that goal is that you should fail 15% of the time. So the reason behind this is when you fail, it focuses your mind. So let's use Duolingo as an example. Say you want to learn Spanish. If the tests are too easy and you're just getting it right 100% of the time, then you get bored. And the other end of the scale, of course, is if you're not getting enough right, then it gets frustrating. So there's this magic little window, and it's not a 100% rule. You only have to be close to that area. If you fail some of the time, you'll get frustrated and you'll pay more attention because you want to get it right next time. And the final tip is, just because we're motivated, don't expect it to be easy. And remember, you don't have to feel good to be productive. In fact, it's going to be hard. It's going to feel uncomfortable, and there's a reason behind that. When we first sit down to tackle a task, it's going to feel like stress, agitation, confusion, and this is the brain adjusting to a more focused form of work. The first 15 minutes are going to feel uncomfortable, and you just have to think of it like a gate that we have to pass through to get to the flow state.